Hello and welcome to another episode of Pyro Unleashed. Tune in weekly as Donnie and David discuss all things pyro, from the business aspect of the industry to technical tips and mesmerizing pyro designs. On Pyro Unleashed, we invite cutting-edge experts to the podcast to discuss their role in making this industry a success. So, sit back and unleash your inner pyro with us.
All right, how are you doing, Donnie?
Doing good. I feel like I just saw you yesterday or something like that. I don't know.
We're recording episode 7 yesterday. We're recording episode 9 today. So, staying busy. That's good, though. So.
Yeah. Just get them in when we can.
Yes, sir. All right.
So we got tonight's sponsorship again by Muxboard. Connect more e-matches in less time with Muxboard. Whether you're using traditional or quick plug e-matches, Muxboard offers an alternative to standard slats on the market. Customize your firing system and work smarter with slats, breakout boards, and conversion kits from muxboard.com. That's MUUXBRD.com to improve your workflow and get the most out of your firing system. As a thank you for supporting Pyro Unleashed and Muxboard, get a free quick split breakout board with your next order before March 31st when you mention Pyro Unleashed when you place your order. Go to muxboard.com/unleashed for more details.
All right. And this week we have Joel with Pyroland. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing awesome. How are you guys?
Good, man. Good. We appreciate you coming on and talking about everything with Pyroland and all your guys' great product over there. So
yeah, thanks for having us on. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I guess let's kind of jump into it. How did you get into fireworks?
Wow. Well, started selling fireworks when I was about 14, retail. And then, I've done it my whole life. Around 2010, my wife and I started a company called Pyroland, and we were, retailers. And then in 2013, I think was the first year, we actually started designing some of our own fireworks under the brand Pyroland, and kind of started there.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So yeah, you guys have been in business for what, 15 years now? That's crazy.
Yeah. The brand itself, I think this is its 11th year.
Okay.
Continued to design, more and more products, and now we got quite an armload underneath the Pyroland brand.
Yeah,
absolutely. So where are you guys located at, Joel?
We're up in Washington State. We're in Buckley, Washington, which is about 7 miles from the base of Mount Rainier.
And on Pyro, how did you come up with that name Pyroland? So where did Pyroland come from?
I don't know. Just thought of it one day. Pyroland, kind of like Disneyland of fireworks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's crazy. It makes sense. It's funny how like a bunch of the names in fireworks are really like, there's not a sophisticated answer. It's just like, we thought about it one day and it was like, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Kind of came up with our logo and our little firecracker dude there in the middle, and
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So, what all events are you guys going to be attending this year?
We just got back from Winter Blast down there in Arizona, and that was fun. Next on the, we got some local club events with the Northwest Pyrotechnics Association that we'll attend before 4th of July, and then after that, PGI, and then SkyWars, and not sure, maybe some other ones yet that aren't like fully tentatively scheduled, but for right now, I know, PGI and SkyWars are the next 2 national events that we'll be going to.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. And like, tell us a little about Pyroland fireworks. Like, I know you said you guys are creating cakes. You have been for like 11 years and whatnot. So tell us a little about that and how all that got started. And yeah,
it's been an honor. It's been really fun designing the fireworks. Not sure. I had a guy tell me that any color combination and anything I could think of could be made into a cake or close, right? As I've learned.
Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing, because I've been, like I said, I've been selling fireworks forever. And so you go to lot of your wholesaler demos hoping to catch one or two new items that, you know, you thought were something. And I always said so many of them are so close, you know, that to being a really good item. And it's just been fun, you know, being able to take stuff that you see in your brain and then bring it to life through a firework. I think my first one, I'd always wanted to see a cake that did like white glitter mines up to pink breaks, and I was like, well, how come you can't do a cake like that, or how come there's no cake like that? And then that was our first one, Love Pink.
That's awesome.
And guess that's where they come from. You know, there's been some maybe where we have a cool name and you're trying to figure out how to design a firework around that. But I'm also an avid shooter, and I love shooting these fireworks. So sometimes I think like maybe I've been designing a lot of these things to build an arsenal of different colors or effects that I can put together in color combinations and stuff to make a show.
That makes complete sense.
You know, be like, hey, if I want to command the sky and make it go blue or go red or something.
Right.
I've built a lot of products around being able to do that. So kind of prosumer before we really started messing with the 1.4 Pro market. It was more like, you know, single effect, single colors, but yet still consumable products to sell to, you know, just regular consumers.
Yeah. So I guess that leads me to my next question. Like, I love your guys' product. I mean, just some of the stuff you guys have out. I mean, Sailor's Delight. I mean, I'm sure that's probably one of your guys'
Sailor's Warning.
Sailor's Warning. There it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
don't know if we should talk about that story, but it was supposed to be called Sailor's Delight, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. We're already here.
There she is up there.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, literally we were through production. The cakes actually had been made. They were almost at the wrapping stage, you know, it was all going through production.
Yeah.
We got served a cease and desist from Phantom, right?
Oh no.
It said we got a cake called Sailor's Delight, and I'd shared a video, you know, on the Pyro Facebook and some of those other sites. Anyhow, somebody must have got a hold of them, so we got a no letter sent, and you know, I reached out to my factory. We changed the name, we reprinted it. It didn't cost more than a couple $100 to print new labels. It wasn't a big deal. And I figured since I got a warning from one of the biggest, I'd just call it Sailor's Warning, you know, because I told them no disrespect, and at the end we got a good luck with your brand, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. So it was Sailor's Delight, but now it's Sailor's Warning.
Hey, that's a great, honestly, that's funny because I mean, I know it's probably one of my favorites that you guys carry. I mean, obviously you guys carry a lot of other stuff that's really, really good, but just a personal favorite of mine, just really unique. And yeah, I mean, to know the story behind it, that's pretty cool.
It's funny. I love using that one, you know, for the pyro shooters out there that you know, match apart cakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's got different matchable portions where you can get like, you know, 3 back and forth rows of the red horse tails, and then like 3 full hits of straight, or the red strobe, the red peony. So I mean, you can get like usually like 4 commandable hits out of that cake if you want.
Yeah, most definitely.
Scripting like that or whatever. So
yeah,
kind of unique.
Yeah. Now, do you primarily try and keep color coordinations per cake like that, or I mean, I know you guys have, what is it, the gumball cake? It's the name's not coming to me right now. Super gumball. I know that's pretty colorful. Is that just kind of like a one-off with like being super colorful, or do you guys have a lot that are like that? Or
Heavenly Stars, kind of like Super Gumball, does different 4 color changing stars going up, where Super Gumball is like it's like a new strobing formula that almost gives you like a sound when when it's going up, you know. They're fun to light like when it's quiet, and they're good,
unique effect.
You know, or they'll be like color matching stuff, you know. It's gonna stay, say, golden blue or something through it. Got a couple other ones that do some various colors. But yeah, most of our stuff's primarily solid single colors
Okay.
Single
Good.
effect or combination of the two, blue comets with blue breaks and stuff like that. It'll stay usable. It'll never just be like, hey dude, that was cool on the first two rows and then you went weird and ended with crackle. And it's not like it's not how I see them when I'm going to try to design stuff. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like as somebody who does like scripting and stuff like that, you want those cakes that are consistent in the effect throughout the cake, and you don't want a cake that switches halfway through to something completely different.
Right. I mean, not even just that, but I mean, consistency in height, consistency in color, dye out time, the patterns are the same. So, I mean, that's all really pertinent to, Donnie script shows, you script shows, I script shows. So, I think we all understand. And I think that's something that's kind of lacking in the, when people are designing fireworks, they don't take that into effect. Like, I think it's, again, kudos to you for, the fact that you design shows, you script shows, you understand what the shooter wants, you understand,
I just
why
think
they
they should
want
be
it.
pure. Like
Exactly.
I want to see fireworks that are pure, and so even if it changes colors, matching tones at least, or I don't
Right.
know. A lot of the, I'm sure you see lots of Chinese videos, or here's our new top 20 or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like, I call them like sampler videos. You'll be like, at best, you'll be like, oh hey, that second cake, row 3, that third, that can we make a cake entirely like that? And
Yeah,
do
exactly.
like they're like samplers, but I get they're designing some of this stuff for the consumer market, and so they're trying to make a single 500-gram cake a whole show for somebody, and they got a place out there in a backyard show, but
Oh, for sure.
it's just hard to link a lot of that together and actually command people's eyes, I guess.
Yeah.
Or present something like, hey, I'm going to turn the whole sky green for a second, and then I'm going to go over here to a different color spectrum, and then come back here. And
yeah,
can't really do that if you don't have.
Yeah, when you're in that creation process, what comes first for you? The name of the cake, or the effect of the cake?
Oh, the effect of the cake. Yeah, the effect of the cake for sure. Sometimes it might be hard to try to design something around a name. Usually they just kind of go together. But normally, this year all the new stuff that we're making was just stuff that I'd been inspired or seen different color combinations somewhere, and then that imprints me, and I'm driven to try to bring that into the 1.4 space, or
That's
at least
awesome.
challenge techs over there in China to do that. I get told no a lot, but sometimes they can bring what I vision into reality.
Yeah.
I'm doing a bunch of talk about some of my new stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. I was getting ready to ask what new stuff are you bringing in? That's great.
Trying to do I got maybe 2 new 500s in our regular space, and quite a bit of pro stuff that's trying to use aqua blue, lemon yellow, and pink, right, with gold accent combinations, and going, I always get inspired at SkyWars shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting out there in my chair and seeing all the 1-3 guys get down, because I'll see stuff that imprints, and I'll be like, that was beautiful. I want to figure out how to do that in my 1.4 space, right? So I'm not really sure who it was. Somebody did a couple years ago, one of the big 1-3 sets had a bunch of gold horse tails that had the pink and the yellow and the aqua blue tips on them, and they had all types of matching shells like that. And it took me a couple years to try to get them to get some of that going, but ventured off with some of that and some color, and also then made a bunch of it in our 1.4 Pro with big 45 mil Comets mines and different fan slices that have that color, some 62 mil shells that are all like that. So I'm excited to use them as Joel the shooter, right? To get to go in and grab a couple minutes of a segment and go off into some new fresh colors that I haven't seen in the consumer market yet.
Yeah. No, that's good. And yeah, I know, obviously we have the Night Owl product, and trying to find those new colors and something different it's tricky. But yeah, like you said, trying to get the text to create something more times than not, they're going to tell you no. And whether or not that's just because they can't do it, or they don't want to try. I don't know what it is. I know that they're trying hard to get stuff done, right? But
yeah, maybe they can't find the inserts, or find the parts or whatever to build
right.
them to. Sometimes that comes into it. I had some problems with some of our whistling, some of our 1/4 whistling cakes and stuff last year. Just them finding the correct whistling cartridges to use, and they just for some reason have problems. It's almost like they can't find the right ingredients to cook certain dinners or whatever if they were a restaurant.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. One thing I really wish that they could come up with is blue strobes. Like, oh gosh, if they could come up with blue strobes,
Right,
that would
right. Yeah, that or a consumer rocket that sounded like the big strobe rockets.
The
right,
strobe
both
rockets?
of those would be, yeah, either of those would be a jackpot, right?
Somebody does that, they will win the market. I will tell you that.
Yeah. The blue strobe, you always get laughed at when you ask them for that because it's well, allegedly it's hard to do even in 1.3. So
yeah. I mean, I know even we're bringing in some like pink strobe stuff, like pink strobing shells, orange strobing shells, and I mean they're just colors that you don't really see a lot, but they are just super cool, super unique, and when you see them, it's especially in like a finale, just a strobing finale, it's just really cool. So
yeah, I don't think they can just get away with more in the 1.3 space with some of that, right? With the you can only strobe so many colors in yeah. Challenge blue strobe, man. Somebody could definitely kill it if they had a formula that was allowable in the 1.4 space with that.
Most definitely.
As we were talking about getting stuff made, I mean, how do you go about ensuring that your product is as high quality as it is? Because you guys have some of the best colors and the best quality of product. I mean, how do you ensure that you're getting that quality?
I don't know. I'm not sure how it's not like I'm really asking for that. I think maybe I get some respect from some of the technicians because they can see my passion for fireworks. I'm a little different than just being over there trying to buy it at the best price. And I think they understand that I'm sincerely use this stuff and care about its performance, or maybe I spin them into being like, hey, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I want to try to do that for you, or I don't know. We have been blessed with, doesn't mean that you might not have something made wrong at some point. Everyone's
for sure
experience of that, or more commonly fusing errors versus. I know when I'm asking them to do special fusing favors, like, hey, no, this row, once you make it too confusing, at the other end, you do have people hand making these things, and right. So you're hoping the person gives them the right fuse. That there's a lot of moving parts to make them good, but I don't know. I stay with factories that have proven to make me good stuff and produce good colors, and I treat them with respect. And like I said, I think they more so see my passion for these fireworks and know that we care. I mean, we're kind of like a small batch brewery, right? Like we're ordering a lot of times minimum quantities, 200-300 cases, sometimes more or whatever, but it's not like we're there ordering thousands of these things. We're real unique to the space, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I know I asked you earlier what events you guys are going to. Are any of those events, are you guys going to be doing free delivery or?
Yeah, we do free delivery to both PGI and SkyWars.
Awesome.
We generally take pre-sales for PGI, and we'll free delivery to site.
Okay.
Both to that and to SkyWars.
And then you guys ship all across the country, am I correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's shipping looking like for you guys? You guys doing okay for with your guys' shipping carriers? Price is kind of about the same.
Yeah, LTL market seemed to be pretty good lately. Sometimes I'll get quotes that are a lot cheaper than maybe I think it's going to be to go that far. And the LTL market's been pretty good. Nothing near like back when it was skyrocketing a couple years back, right?
Yeah. No, I remember looking at those prices a couple years ago and just, yeah, you want to cry. Like, man, am I spending more on the fireworks or am I spending more on the shipping at this point?
There was a moment that everyone was spending more on both, right?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's been good to see, ocean freight coming back down from the COVID levels and starting to really see more of an impact on price lists and some things being able to be sold for better pricing again. And that's cool to the shooter. It helps them put more stuff up in the air, and I feel good about that, right?
You guys are predominantly getting stuff like manufactured in China, then?
Yeah. It's all of it gets manufactured in China currently.
And then, how's your experience been working with China on product? Whether it's, we've kind of talked a little bit about having it made, stuff like that, and like what's kind of been your experience working with them and the shipping and all that kind of stuff to get it here? Being that you are like you did mention, you are a smaller batch type of manufacturer.
Yeah, it's been good. It's a constant learning. It's a constant learning experience. Importing stuff from China. The Chinese regulations and stuff continue to always change, and there's always different obstacles that seem to be thrown in the way. This year there's been a couple different closures for government meetings and stuff, and I always just remind myself, like, are you part of the solution? Like, no, there's, even if I worry a lot, it's not going to help. And so I just patiently wait, or patiently, just like, I know it's going to work out. China is a pounding force. They do take their work serious, and they've helped us out a lot. I got a lot of faith in our factories that make our stuff, and the only time we've really experienced late product like everyone else was during that COVID 2022-ish, 20 some on 21, where people were receiving containers after the season, and it was just ports were junked up. But now it seems to be a lot better.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, you were talking about, some of the factories are, still shut down because of, for government and stuff. So, I know, in the last couple of days, I know we've been told that there's some black powder shortages. I mean, I know we're recording here on the 21st. I know that they're not going to start building until I think tomorrow. Actually, they might have started. But I mean, are you hearing any issues with getting product already this year, like the 20 to 22 season, or are you feeling pretty good about where your guys are at this year?
I think it'll be okay. If we think back to 2020, right, when COVID hit, I remember sitting at home that spring, like a lot of these people that are listening were too, wondering what is going on. And you got to remember, China was locked up too, right? So I was like, wow, they're going to let them go back to that. How's this really going to work out? Like, what do we really have in inventory? Because that might be it, right? And then how did that work out? Well, they all got off of COVID, went back to work. We all received our containers. We all sold out, right? But we all got, we received everything that we'd intended, and that was in a short window. They can do a lot. Like, has it seemed slow for the last, month-ish or so? It did seem like a very long extended Chinese New Year with the government meetings before and then after. And you're like, hey, what's going on? Where maybe you were getting, we'd gotten tons of product in December, January, part of February. Same. And then it's like a little stall, and you're like, hey, what's going on? And I don't know. I'm always excited to get our new stuff in and start seeing all of that, because it's, it feels good to see something that has been just brought up in your mind, and then you finally get to see it or hold it.
Yeah.
It becomes tangible and real, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, even I think getting back the, like the image proofs for the cakes, like that always to me is super exciting. Even in the designing phase, or, you tell them, well, row one needs to do this. And then once you get to see it actually shot, and then, you start to see the image, and then once you get it in your hand, it's like this is me. I mean, I 100% agree with you on that. It's like it's a different type of like excitement than maybe even just the general consumer realizes. Like, I mean, you understand, you're building something, it's something unique to you, and it's you in a box, and you get to share that with the world, and that is super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. I think it's what I enjoy most about what we're doing here at Pyroland is the creative aspect of all of it, and I thoroughly enjoy that, and seeing people's responses, or other people wanting to use our stuff in big shows. I've seen it on lots of big stages used by some really good shooters, and you know, it makes me proud. It makes me proud of our brand.
Yeah, you should be,
not
man.
Not like proud of myself, but proud of the brand. For uh, other people saying, yeah, I can see that. I see those color combinations too, or I love watching people do stuff with my product that maybe I never even thought of,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, that's so cool. Yeah, it's it's really I think I enjoy that the most, the creating, and we have fun with the labels, and um, I think all that's real fun. Like,
And then with Pyroland, Joel, how many people do you have that work for you, work with you? Is it just you and Jordan, or is there
yeah,
other
full
people
time.
involved behind the scenes?
Yeah, full time. Yeah, well, always got my wife behind the scene. Been married 24 years,
There you
and
go.
and she actually helps. She actually helps tremendously with the business and does a lot of stuff, most of the behind the scenes stuff, so that I can keep doing this. But full time employees, yeah, just me and Jordan, and then seasonally we bring in a lot of people to help with retail, and other people come help at the warehouse and whatnot. But for the most part, it's just us.
So I know you guys did a show at PGI last year. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was fun.
No, it was great.
Yeah. Well, AJ and Ruth from the PGI reached out, just trying to thicken up the show schedule. Or I don't know. They'd ask if we'd be interested in doing a demo, and I was like, "Well, what do you mean, like a demo, or like a show, or like a what do you guys want?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I'd love a show if you could do like a show." And I was thought that was an amazing offer to be able to do that. Like, felt like it was an honor, and I wanted to try to come show, like, how we shoot, and get to show off some of our fireworks in action more than just a demo on the sea line, and be like, hey, this is what you can do within the brand, right? Like, it was cool. Had fun with it. That was to be honest, and few people know out there, that was literally my first script ever in Finale 3D that
Wow.
I'd
Okay.
ever done. Yeah. I literally, we were set up pretty, early. We had time. We were out there arming our mods, and all the teams were out there arming their stuff. And I literally was just like on the verge of just throwing up. I was like, oh my God,
yep.
why am I so nervous, dude? Like, I know, my command center said everything was good.
It's the worst feeling in the world, but honestly, it's the thing you remember the most. And like looking back, it's the best feeling in the world. Like, when am I going to shoot?
Yeah. I finally like mentally told myself, well, dude, you can't do anything about this show, but you're going to have to go up to that microphone and give a speech. So you better start focusing on that, dude. Yeah. That was good. And, I thought the show was pretty cool.
Oh, it was very, very good.
The shoot site was, I've heard you guys talk about it a couple other times. I'll chime in on the same thing. It was really hard to have I'd have had no problem going back and shoving my set back at the 250 mark, or even dropping it there with my 3-inch shells at 300 or whatever. PGI follows the 100 foot per inch. And what had to happen was you're sitting there at 140, 150 feet. And I think, we'd lost our 300 foot space to a bunch of fireball tubes that were out there. That's okay. No. And so we having no I was just like, we'll drop all those there at 400 feet. We had our 5. It just seemed like that shoot site, the 1-3 didn't stack on top of the art like it was supposed to, which is okay. You know, everyone still saw it and thought it was rad, but you know, people that, you know, script and have sims, you're like, no, wait, that's supposed to be right there.
It's funny how, like, and now you know your scripting shows. It's funny how you watch a show in Finale 3D, and you're like, and then you go to shoot the actual show, and you're like, no, that's not how I wanted it to look. Like, it looks completely different, and it'll like, if nothing else, it'll drive you absolutely insane. Like, you're your worst own critic. I will tell you right now.
Nobody else knows except for us, right? Like,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know, after all the hundreds of times you end up watching a sim, you know what I mean? You hope to see it go that route, you know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, definitely very fun. Excited and thankful for the PGI to ask us to come back again this year. Let's try to do something even cooler.
Yeah, so you want to talk a little bit about the upcoming year? It's been leaked already that you're doing a show on Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night the PGI Pyroland gonna be shooting a set, and we're real excited. We're gonna be your guys' warm up, I guess.
Warm
right?
up? Oh no! Don't say all that. No, you guys are.
No, it's gonna be good. You see, at the end of this PGI, people are gonna say, you know what I mean. The Friday night shows, they'll be good too, or whatever. But I think the Sunday night's gonna bring it. I think.
I really think it's gonna be a different level of Sunday night than PGI has ever seen. I 100% agree with you. Yeah, no, I'm really like, I mean, maybe I'm a little biased, but I am really looking forward to seeing the shows on Sunday night. Like, just the lineup is absolutely phenomenal. So,
yeah, really excited. Was listening to your guys' one of your last podcasts where Craig was talking about the shoot site and all the sounds like there's going to be plenty of space to
ridiculous amount of space. Yeah, it's awesome.
Space everywhere.
Yeah, I know we have plans to do I think we're doing a couple 24s out there. So it's a big site.
Are those part of the show?
They will be part of the show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay,
we'll script them into the show, and
nothing wrong with showcasing them or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. Yeah. Some of those big shells never really get to be part of a show, you know. I feel bad for them, you know, like here's this really rad 12-inch shell made by someone that's just gonna fly by itself. Like, be really cool to put some of those as part of a show sometimes. So yeah, glad to see you're doing that.
Yeah, no, we're excited for it, and I know it's some PGI members building the shells, so to get a showcase their designs and their efforts is really super exciting. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, so that sounds like it's gonna be really good. Yeah, never been to Brainerd, Minnesota, so that'll be
same.
That'll be a first for us.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to, you know, as much as I'm looking forward to the convention, I like to fish a lot, so Land of Lakes. No,
Land of 1,000 lakes or
yes,
something?
Sir. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing some fishing out there. Yeah.
Yeah, there was lakes everywhere too.
Yeah, I think there's one like not even a 1/10 of a mile, like you can see it from the shoot site.
Yeah, there's a big one right there by the racetrack.
Awesome.
So
now are there? Does anyone know that? Is there grandstands there at this racetrack, or is it?
I think there are grandstands. I think they're moving some in for the general public.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll I believe there's grandstands there. I believe the shoot site, and maybe I think you heard this already, but I think where it's going to be like 600 feet of shootable site, and then beyond that, I mean, it's like 300 or 400 feet of just nothing on either side. So, angling single shots out at 80 degrees on your outer positions, it doesn't sound like it's a problem at all. So that's really cool. Looking forward to trying out some new stuff on
80 degrees.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dumb. So I thoroughly enjoyed your show at SkyWars, both you guys. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Even the messed up audio track.
Well, it wasn't too noticeable or whatever, I guess.
Now you just sounded nice. No, if you go to Tong Po Pyro, his YouTube page, you can see he's a buddy of mine, and he
Yeah,
uploaded
Ellery.
the right audio. Yeah, Ellery is a great dude, and
What's up, Ellery?
yeah, huge shout out to Ellery. Yeah,
It's my dude.
yeah.
Yeah, excited for that. I was I was gonna ask you, how did you do that, right? Like somehow get God to show up in the middle of your show casting lightning bolts and stuff like that. I didn't know if
it's all about the metals in your shells. Yeah,
okay.
It's when you get like so many shells in the sky with the same metals and there's a storm coming, they just so happen to attract a lightning strike. And we did watch back the video, and it was confirmed the one shell it did actually strike that shell. So
I was there. I saw that. That was
just
amazing.
Heavenly special effects.
Yeah. I was going to ask you how you got him to show up like that.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't my plan, but it worked out. So it looked pretty cool. Some pretty cool pictures out of it. That's for sure.
Try to make a salmon finale, God striking field with lightning. Yeah, it was awesome. We're also Pyroland's also going to be shooting SkyWars this year, doing the unlimited show, so that should
be really
fun. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. I don't even think that's out anywhere. I don't know if anybody knows.
I don't think it's public. I heard some rumors that they were going to do it.
Okay.
But I think
there we go. Got some SkyWars news coming out. That's great.
Super excited for that. Nervous, right? The same way. But,
you guys working on audio tracks then already, or?
Yeah.
Right,
like any good soundtrack, they all gotta like mesh together, and so I'll do a lot of like mock scripting the different stuff, and then show it to people. What do you think? Or I guess it's gotta fit the venue, right? Each style's gotta fit the and I'm not in a competition. I'm the only show that's not in a competition that night, so it's not really gonna. It doesn't really matter that much, I guess.
Well, send videos my way, man. I love watching sims and giving feedback. I mean, Donnie, I'm sure does as well. So,
I'll do that. Yeah, I've been busy making a lot of new sims for some of the new products and.
Okay. Well, I guess that's that kind of leads me to another question. Are you guys going to be putting a catalog out for the general public?
Yeah, trying to work on that.
Awesome.
Right?
Nice.
It's it's a challenge sometimes to it's that using that program's a learning curve, and it is amazing. I love a lot of different things about Finale 3D, but just trying to get them close to exact. I'm more usually concerned about just the shot counts, more duration, I think, versus how it exactly looks. And, guess if it's fanned and you're trying to match up chases to go across 3 stations to line up, then maybe having it exact is
I know. I've been struggling a little bit to create some of the Pyroland stuff in my own personal kind of sim inventory, because so the effects are kind of complicated sometimes, and you want to try to get as close as you can so it looks right.
But well, there you go, Joel. Like, you should reach out to Donnie. Donnie's scripting, so you should.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that's something that I did.
I'll send you a list of ones I haven't finished yet.
I know that's something I'll do. I'll ask my buddies, like, hey, do you guys have that sim done? Like, I need to put it in the catalog that we have out for what Night Owl, and sometimes they'll send it to me. I'm like, oh, thank God, I don't have to create that. But I mean, so that's honestly, put it out there. Ask the general public in the Facebook world, like, if somebody has a video done of it or a VDL of it done, that'll save you time. Yeah, I mean, I know I've done it.
I've actually seen some really cool sims of my cakes that people have made. And, I've been like making them as I'm scripting them into shows and stuff, but I'm trying to get all of them done as a catalog. I had talked to the guys from Finale at PGI last year and told him, he's like, well, once you get it all done, let us know. And
good deal.
Good. Sweet. Man. I'm looking forward to that.
It is easier if you can just point and click and, script with it. So be like, I'm going red. Show me everything I got that's red. And
Yep.
I'm going this way. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah. How do you guys' rules in Washington kind of differ from, maybe surrounding states, or maybe even Michigan or Indiana or
Yeah.
whatnot?
Okay. So on the retail level, our fireworks, they only give, I think it's like 7 or 8 days before the 4th of July to sell to the general public, and then again there's like a 4 or 5 day window around New Year's Eve to sell at the wholesale. Out of our Pyroland wholesale, we are allowed to sell all year round. People in Washington state have to get a permit, so if they pull a permit to shoot a show or have a fireworks celebration, then they can purchase from us. People out of state, can make orders, and kind of they meet criteria or whatever it is. We're able to ship to them and sell to them anytime throughout the year. So
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. I mean, we can sell to anybody in our states. I mean, really at any point in time. If they're buying the pro, obviously you still need the certification or proof of professional training, whether that's a PGI cert or like a Type 54 or anything like that, right? But yeah, that's interesting. So I mean, you guys can't sell anything in Wisconsin or in Washington,
in Washington,
um, to
to the
people in
general
Washington.
public, yeah, no, right?
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah. Unless they are, any private individual, you know, religious organization, different, whatever, you do have the right to get permits to do displays. You just have to go through with their local fire people and whatever. We get we get some people that actually do that, and then they are allowed to come out and buy. Most of those people that are doing it, are come out and are buying wholesale anyhow. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, short windows for the retail season. Nothing like, Michigan and Indiana where they get to be open every day. And yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, that makes that makes it a struggle, especially. I mean, I can see how that would. Yeah, I mean, you have to staff for like 6 days to be just absolutely balls to the walls and just like crazy, and then it's just nothing for
like weeks
months
of
on
setup,
end, proverbially.
Weeks of setup just to tear it down.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's what it is, but we have fun doing it, so it's where we're at. So we just do our best doing it.
And then, do you guys do any live demos of your products?
Yeah, we do. We do every year. We do a demo. Historically, kind of in the past, we've done like Father's Day weekend demos and stuff. Seems like the dads are able to come out and attend on that
do
weekend.
what they want.
Yeah, can't they? Yeah, I don't know if that's why we do it, but yeah, it's always been usually around then. Well, we might be having a private wholesale demo sometime later in April next month.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, and then do you guys put product videos on YouTube?
Yeah, we try to get them up on YouTube. I'll only upload production samples, so as things move through production, sometimes like I have some videos that we probably need to get up on the YouTube right now, but kind of wait to get some. And what I've learned to just only share production videos. Sometimes I'll even wait to post the videos, even though I know people want to see the new stuff. I kind of wait to even share some videos until all of those items will land. That way they're
makes
here,
sense.
You can overhype an item up, and then it gets
and then China doesn't produce it, or you're still waiting,
or anything. You could get a customs exam. Maybe you've hyped it up so much that you're getting tested, or I don't know.
Gotta love CPSC, right?
Yeah, we've got to deal with all of it, so it's good. But yeah, we do YouTube / Pyroland fireworks, and we got most of our stuff on there. We'll be adding more here, over the next month or two, I'm sure.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, we I'm excited for expanding our pro line this year. Last year we really just had a good selection of different slices and some pro cakes and stuff like that, and got a bunch of single shot mine comets. Even got to do I don't know, 15 or 16 different 62 mo shells, which would be pretty
that's
cool.
Great. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah. Well, I want, I want to use them. So it's like I'm saying, a lot of the stuff that I get is because I somehow I want to use it, and then we'll figure out how to get that in. So yeah, excited for that.
Any unique colors or combinations on the 62s then?
Yeah, I did some I did some gold and silver Nishiki Niagara Fall shells.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, some gold horsetails that have the pink lemon aqua blue tip. Did a multicolor strobing horsetail, and then I don't know, a bunch of other ones that I'm trying to use. So it'll be good. I had to stop myself. I would love to keep going on those, but we'll see. We'll keep adding to them each year.
25 season's going to be packed with more of them. Good stuff.
Yeah, red strobe out to gold brocade and some different, just some other cool stuff. I thought those would be good. Shells that I tend to maybe script to in the 1-3 shells or stuff like that I would want to go to. Tried to get some of those in where, hey, if this is just a 1-4 show, then how do you stay in that same scripting style, I guess,
Yeah. And you've mentioned 1-3. Do you guys deal with the 1-3 at all then, or you guys just have somebody that has some?
Yeah, we we shoot it and handle it. But Pyroland's not a 1-3. We're not a 1-3 company, and we don't sell and distribute it. There's a few distributors out here in Washington,
and if you're on that VIP mailing list, you've got a whole list of all the 62 millimeter shots that he's got coming.
All right.
So.
Oh yeah, if anyone needs if anyone wants to get that wholesale list, you can send a request over to sales@pyrolandfireworks.com, and we can get that over to you. We do have all of our items on our website, pyrolandfireworks.com. We don't have our pro stuff on there, and that's all through the wholesale division. So you want to get that list or whatever, just go ahead and send an email over, and we'll get you added to that.
Awesome.
Yeah. There's definitely some cool stuff on there. So yeah,
I'm excited to use some of it. It's that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, obviously, you guys are doing the show at PGI. You have the show at SkyWars. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you guys use them and some of the new colors and whatnot. Obviously, it's been mentioned once or twice already, but you guys' colors are just absolutely top of the line. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how all that plays out.
Yeah. Thank you, and just trying to continue to just keep bringing stuff that's different than what you would get at someone else. I'm not following anyone. I just try to stay in my own lane with our designs over here at Pyroland, and just hope that people like the direction that we're going with it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Made a consumer on our one for consumer line, a 500 gram daytime smoke cake. Which,
okay.
Never had any 500 gram ones, different 200 gram things or whatever with, they're big 30 mil smoke tubes. So I'm excited to see some of those.
Smoking to break, or we're talking just smoke tails, or
smoke tails up to this cake we designed it goes up to big crackling breaks, but
okay.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, most definitely looking forward to seeing that.
Thought that was unique. Trying to think of some of the other stuff. Some people maybe out there had seen our 49 shot pro cake that has that 49 shot red whistling tail up to that big delayed red strobe or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I made another one like that, same shot firing, same pattern, all that goes up to is blue tip whistlers up to blue cross sets. So that should be fun to use this year.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is talk about your stuff. I mean, that's we're looking forward to seeing it. And yeah, I mean, anything else new you guys got coming in that you kind of want to talk about?
I think I've probably covered most of it.
All right, good stuff.
Uh,
What about some of these slices you guys got?
yeah, we got quite a few different ones. Sometimes sometimes some of these I'm designing to match cake segments. Sometimes just to accent wrap up a cake series or something. We got lots of different colors, or I'll get the corresponding colors in single shots and stuff to matching slices that are there. So whether you want to just you can tie stuff together, you know what I mean? You could run across the field with some aqua blue mines and then shoot a slice that has aqua blue breaks, or however you want to do it. I just kind of line them up that way. The slices are fun. They're those are some of my favorite ones to shoot. Mm-hmm. They're real dramatic, for when you're scripting. They bring ooh-ah from the crowd and stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. So do you guys do any like consumer shows around you guys?
Yeah, we do some different wedding venues and stuff that we shoot for, and we shoot some other shows throughout the year. We do quite a few different 1-4 shows. We donate shows like to our local high school and stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. We've done that a few different times for them for their senior night football games and stuff like that. And school reached out to us, and we'll just do it as donation for the local school. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, we don't really go out soliciting, even though Pyroland is a display company up here and we're licensed that way. But we don't really go out soliciting larger shows. I end up referring a lot of that out to some of my buddies, down at Wolverine West or different companies or whatever. I'll just kind of refer off shows to those guys.
All right, good deal. So again, if anybody wants to reach out to you, Joel, the best way is at sales@pyrolandfireworks.com.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
All right. And your website is pyrolandfireworks.com.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I would say thank you, Joel, for coming on.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on. This has been
sharing
a really
some
good
insights
time
with us, and tell us a little bit about Pyroland and, and who
thanks.
you are. And
thanks for having us on. I mean, I hope I didn't talk too much.
No, not at all, man. No, no. I'm really looking forward to seeing a bunch of you guys' new stuff. I mean, we got the insider on SkyWars. That's pretty exciting. Okay. You guys are doing that, and again, man, really looking forward to working with you guys out on the field at PGI. It's going to be a great couple of days out there, hanging out, and
PGI Sunday night show is going to slap, right? Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Yeah.
Get registered.
Get registered. Do some volunteer work. Do your part in helping PGI continue to grow. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So go out and make sure that Joel doesn't take anything back with him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
Please don't stick us with product. No. Yeah. That exactly. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be fun.
Been another week of Pyro Unleashed. Again, I want to thank Joel for coming on and sharing this with us tonight. And in the meantime, guys, go out and unleash your inner pyro.
This has been another episode of Pyro Unleashed. Come back each week for more industry insights, technical tips, and awesome pyro designs. Have fun out there, be safe, and as always, remember to unleash your inner pyro with us.